wind, and we are seeing wind gusts still to near 30 miles per hour. Now the wind leads up a little bit tonight, but it will stay brisk with a clear partly gray sky at 43. Now we'll start a cool breeze tomorrow with sunshine and some clouds, high 57. Sky will start to clear as we get through tomorrow night with low 42. And we'll have intervals of clouds and sunshine into Friday for Halloween. High Friday around 55. Clear clouds Saturday, maybe a shower or two. Most of the day looks dry. High at 51. It should be starting to the month of November. And maybe a little more sunshine, a brighter day certainly for Sunday. And temperatures bounce back at least a little bit to a high of 55. 54 degrees in O'Hare right now, 55 at midnight, 56 in Albuquerque, 54 at the lakefront. We're going down to 43 tonight. I'm acting meteorologist Brian Thompson.
All right, Brian, thank you. It is 4:16. You're looking for a Chevrolet. Visit Illinois Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, Apple Chevy. And from the AppleChevy.com Sports Stats, here is Chris Emma.
Early on in Ed Johnson's first season, the Bears went from hoping for victories to expecting them. That's how the culture changed well underway in House Hall. So following a loss Sunday in Baltimore, the Bears have to bounce back. They played a sloppy night of football and are working to make corrections. Perhaps more important is to get that winning mindset back in place. Next up is Sunday in Cincinnati. Caleb Williams says the Bears are eager to go.
We're in a great spot as a team. I know we lost this last game, and we were in positions to win or score touchdowns to get ahead early and things like that, and that didn't happen. So we, like I said, we found solutions, and we're in a great spot as a team. As a locker room, coaches that we all, we still have that belief, that known factor of us going out there and winning these games.
The Bears practice without their top 4 wide receivers. DJ Moore, Romanunze, Luther Bird in the third, and Olamide Zaccheaus were all sidelined today with injuries. So too was running back DeAndre Swift. The Wolves are looking to make it 4-0 to start this new season. They'll host the Kings tonight at the UC. That game tips off at 7, and you can tune it to 670, the score for the call. In baseball, the World Series is now a best-of-3 series. The Blue Jays earned a 6-2 win over the Dodgers last night. They even the series at 2-2. Game 5 is tonight in L.A. Then the series returns to Toronto for Game 6. On the ice, the Blackhawks blasted the Senators 7-3 last night. It's a hat trick for Connor Bedard, the first of his young career. With sports at 16-46, I'm Chris Emma of 670, the score for News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
All right, Chris, 418 traffic now sponsored by Mega Pros. This time here is Neil Fiorito.
All right, guys, so Wednesday travel time's pretty high, especially on the Eisenhower. That's the highest. Hour 18 to drive in from the St. Adams to Jamburn, 45 minutes from Manheim. Driving from Higgins for 90 north to Central, then from into downtown. That might be pretty heavy for the Jamburn to First Avenue, and then from Higgins to the St. Adams, 35 to Manheim, and hour 7 to I-90. We saw the Lakeshore Drive traffic pretty heavy southbound north to Chicago through Grand Park in between 50th and 52nd. Northbound Jackson and maybe Pier to Chicago.
so successful? From faculty, peers, and professors, we've got you with a community of care. We've got you with reassurance that lifts you up and encouragement that guides you through. We've got you because care isn't just what we do, it's who we are. We've got you with a culture of support that gives every student peace of mind in knowing you've got this, and we've got you. That's what you can expect from the #1 largest nursing school in the country, Chamberlain University. Belong to something greater. Certified to operate by Chev.
Hi, it's Russ Armstrong, the Chicago window guy. If you're in the market for windows, we do things different than those other big window companies. No subcontracted labor, no 3-hour-long sales pitches, simply the best product made here in Chicago with the best installation and best warranty, all at the lowest price. Deal directly with me and call the Chicago Window Guys at 847-881-3060 and check out our 5-star reviews at ChicagoWindowGuys.com. ChicagoWindowGuys.com.
This is the take care of my family goal. This is the enjoy the life I've built goal. This is the set up a foundation goal. This is BC, where your goals become lasting legacies. Through bespoke plans that maximize your wealth, the partnerships that give you peace of mind. Because building wealth, tending to it, and passing it down secures a brighter future. UC Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card.
43.
Notre Dame football is on 780 a.m.
Touchdown! Notre Dame! The run! He's caught in the back of the end zone for an Irish touchdown!
Saturday, the Fighting Irish take on Boston College. Kickoff is at 2:30. Pregame starts at 1:30. Sponsored by Verizon, the official partner of Notre Dame Athletics. And don't forget, while the Irish are on 780 a.m., Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station continues nonstop on News Radio 105.9 FM, WBBM.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 630-230-7400. That's 630-230-7400.
Annuities, not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of signs, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters.
Hi. Hi. Lucky Day easy match, $2.
Lucky Day.
Easy match, $2. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right.